Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I am here to do the last month of the year, guys. Can you believe that we are finally starting 2022? And I'm going to tell you, I'm excited about it because it's like I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I feel like it's big shift in energy. I'm ready to say goodbye to 2021. And so we're going to take a look today at your friendships, relationships, family members. What does Spirit want to guide you in relationships? Now, because I am a relationship coach, a lot of times I talk about the love and romantic part of things, but I will bring out anything else that seems to show up in the reading if it's not love and relationship. But I set my intention on what do you need to know for the end of the year in the month of December in your relationships. All right. So again, this is for Sagittarius. The only announcements I have is woo woo woo. Kind of excited. We're running a special holiday special for the month of December. Guys, I'm going to give you $30 off of a 1 hour reading. I normally charge $100. I'm going to charge only $70 from now until January 2nd. It will go into effect. That's about the time that we, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I have to check my calendar, but I think it's the second month because we just did November, December. So yeah, January 2nd, I'm pretty sure is when we were doing our gratitude drawing. So everything will kind of accumulate. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, if you love our vibe, I call us the Love Tribe. If you love the Love Tribe's vibe, subscribe, right? Hit that thumbs up. And don't forget to put your notification bell on so that every time we upload, you will be able to tune in and see what's going on for your zodiac sign or for many pick-a-pile readings that I do. Now, for those of you that don't know, I do have a Patreon account where I go into the extendeds of these readings. So we're doing all 12 zodiacs, and we will do an extended version over in Patreon. It's only $4.44 a month. Today is the 1st, so if you join today, then you will get billed today, and then you won't get billed again until the 1st. So it's always good to join Patreon on the 1st of the month so you don't be billed twice in a billing cycle. So $4.44, basically the cost of a McDonald's burger, if you're lucky. You can get all 12 extended versions. I'm doing about 35 minutes over here, and over there I go until I feel like I have gotten all the answers that I need. So if this resonates with you and you want further information, please feel free to join us over in Patreon. And if you resonate with being on an ascension journey with a high-level soulmate that activated that spiritual journey, or a twin flame, I have a tier over in Patreon. It's $11 and $11.11. It's $11.11, and that is where I do all of my twin flame and ascension videos. We've created a community. It's small, but it's mighty. Everybody in that community at that level resonates with being a twin flame. So if you've been on this journey and you have very few people in your life that you can talk to about the journey, because let's face it, people who aren't twins don't understand the obsessive thoughts and the radical change it brings into our lives. And so if you need a tribe and you like twin flame readings, updates, and we do coffee chats where we just talk about the energy, talk about what we're going through. You can find that over in Patreon as well at the 1111 tier. Okay, so we're going to get started. Oh, and I did want to say that me and Julene are talking about if we can get our schedules together, I think we're going to do another collaboration video and upload for you guys for the December 4th new moon and solar eclipse. Okay, so keep your notification bell on if you're interested in finding out what's going on in the stars. And I always bring a spirit channeled message. I am a channeler, and I channel a direct message from spirit for big portals and star planet alignments. I guess I want to say I'm not an astrologer, by the way, but I do collaborate with those who are. All right, so we're going to get you going. I'm going to start my timer now. I have to keep it within 35 minutes because my video will cut off. Apparently, I need to buy a bigger internal disk, memory SD card, whatever you call it. All right, so Sag, what's going on with you guys? Sorry, I needed coffee. So I'm going to take a look at what energies does Spirit want to talk to you about in friendships, family relationships, work dynamics, whatever comes out, and especially romance. All right, so what is coming for my Sagittarians in love, romance, friendships, relationships in the month of December? How are we finishing our year out? So I'm taking this one back because this one didn't show itself, but that one did. Okay. Nope, my guide said it was meant to. So I'm putting it back. I am clairaudient, guys, so sometimes you'll hear me talking to myself. All right, what is coming for my Sagittarians in the month of December in love, romance, connections, family, relationships, friendships? What do they need to know? Well, I'm going to go through again. I'd like at least 2 more, Spirit, please. For Sagittarius in love, relationships, family dynamic in the month of December. Oh, I like that. That is nice. One more, please, Spirit. One more. Okay. Oh, there you go. I like it. Like it, like it, like it. All right. So I've got sun shining through the window here, so I don't know if you can see these, but your first card that came out is the 9 of Voices, which is the 9 of Swords. Okay. By the way, guys, I did forget in my announcements that we are using 3 new decks that were donated. The Season of the Witch Yule Oracle, which is a Christmas oracle, was donated by Stephanie. The Soul's Journey by James Van Prague was donated by Kavita. And the Muse Tarot was donated by my niece, actually bought it for me. So we have 3 new decks that we're going to be using. And if I have to, I will refer to the book. Okay, so the 9 of Swords. Beautiful deck. I love the artwork in this deck. The 5 of Material, which is the 5 of Pentacles. And look how beautiful this transitions to the 6 of Material, which is the 6 of Pentacles. And then to the Queen of Pentacles. Guys, look at what's changing for you. Bottom of the deck energy is the Death card, and under that is the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles. So, guys, we've got a true match here showing up in your reading. So for those of you who are single, because the 5 of Pentacles sometimes is loneliness, it's feeling left out in the cold, feeling ghosted. The 9 of Swords is about worrying, stressing, overthinking, overprocessing, self-sabotage. So for some of you, you might be in separation from somebody that you truly have feelings for. But for most of, well, I'm not even going to say most of you. We're going to leave it open. It is a general reading. So for those of you who are single, maybe you're lonely. You know, the holidays are coming up. You're not feeling good about yourself. When I see the Nine of Swords with the Five of Pentacles, it could be about money and finances because, I mean, we've got all pentacles here, quite frankly, except for the stress card. So you could be stressing about money, but I am asking about relationships. And with the Death card and the King of Pentacles under the deck, there's several messages I'm getting here. So I need you to use your discernment on which story is yours. Okay. For some of you, this is about money. This is about stability. This is about value, right? Feeling worthy, feeling good enough, feeling safe and secure and grounded in your own life. So it looks like you're starting off here with a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. And it could be anxiety about money. But a lot of times I think in a relationship reading, it's about value. It's about our own self-worth. Feeling like we're never chosen, that we're always left alone. We always spend the holidays alone. We don't have anybody that loves us or you know, romantically, or even friends and family for some of you. But see the transition, and it's funny because the Death card's all about transition. It's about change. It's about the end of a cycle, the beginning of something new, death and rebirth. And so what I see ending for you is this Five of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. Something is coming in, and maybe even someone, because this is the King of Pentacles. And under that is the 10 of Pentacles. Crazy. So there are several messages I'm getting with this. You're going to have to use your discernment. So for some of you guys, if you're single, I see you calling in this new cycle, a divine counterpart, somebody who really matches you in energy. Okay. Going from the Queen of Materials to the King of Materials, and then the 10 of Materials. It could be somebody who's ready to, you know, seal the deal, to really, you know, because then you've got the 6 of Material, which is about equal reciprocity. It's balancing the scales. It's you give, I give. We are equal. And so it's a very beautiful reading for those of you that resonate with being single and feeling lonely, feeling a little stressed. What it's showing me is that, you know, that cycle is going to end for you. And the new cycle is calling in your person, somebody that matches you in vibration, and then even possibly marriage and in a committed future with that person. For those of you that already have somebody on your heart and mind and you're in separation, because the 5 of Pentacles sometimes refers to separation, feeling lost and alone, feeling ghosted, feeling unworthy, feeling lack, right? Then I see your person coming back. I see a reunion with the 10 of Pentacles here, and really solidifying a relationship that has been on the rocks. Now, the last of you are, if you're in a karmic relationship, and I do know, because I've been doing channelings, if you resonate with being in a karmic relationship, if you're married to somebody or in a long-term committed relationship with somebody who you have been shown for a while by spirit needs to end. You need to find the door, or they need to be shown the door. Then this Death card could mean death to a marriage, because when I see the King and Queen of Pentacles together, sometimes that's a marriage, especially with the 10 of Pentacles. So we have good news, even if it's uncomfortable news for those of you who have been being guided by your inner knowing, or your angels, or just your higher self, that you're in a situation that no longer serves you and it needs to end. Death, it needs to end. And now remember, you can role reverse too. Maybe it's your person that you're in love with, that you're missing, that you're stressing about. It could be them that's in a committed relationship that needs to end. But I do see for some of you guys, new beginning, because the death card is both. It's an ending and a new beginning. And so I do see all of those scenarios. So you're going to have to choose which one you're in. Now we're going to take a look at your oracles for the month of December. I picked this oracle for you. It says you have more options than you realize. And when I turn it over, it says it sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you can think of all the reasons you love them. And so, again, if you're one of these people like me, I am like loyal to the very end. I stayed in a marriage 10 years longer than I knew I should have. I should have walked 10 years before I did because I am extremely loyal and I am very unconditional loving. I made excuses for him. I looked for reasons to stay even though I spent a lot of my time angry and disappointed and feeling unloved and uncherished. And so if you're in that kind of a situation, it's okay to love. I have to tell you, I still love my ex-husband. I'm still friends with him. I still help him if he needs it. I still got that unconditional love, but I put myself first. And I sat him down and told him, you know, as long as we're together, I can't find my guy and you can't find your girl. I thought you were my guy, but you're not. You're not. So take it as it resonates. If you're not in a karmic situation, living a life where you feel triggered, anxious, alone, because let me tell you, there's nothing more lonely than being in a relationship where you're the only one giving love. So it's hard to get angry when you can think of all the reasons you love them. But sometimes you need to put your own needs first. Now, if you're not in a karmic situation or your person is not in a karmic situation, then this is about I do feel for some of you, this is somebody that you know is your divine counterpart. I mean, you've got the King and Queen of Pentacles. But the Five of Materials before the Ten of Materials is not equal reciprocity. And so this could be guidance that, if you go back to love, if you just learn to love yourself, because I feel like this is self-love. Because the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords is, maybe you get angry at yourself. Maybe you beat yourself up. Maybe you are not your biggest cheerleader. You are your worst critic, right? That inner dialogue that nobody loves me, nobody chooses me. I give and give and give, and nobody ever gives back. I'm the one that always ends up alone, right? Spirit's telling you need to love yourself enough to bring in this energy, because you have to become a vibrational match to what you're asking for. So if you're asking for true love, if you're asking for a committed relationship with a partner that matches you vibrationally, then you need to love yourself. And the Queen of Pentacles loves herself, right? She is stable, secure, confident, capable. Like I always think capable and extremely nurturing and loving. And she does tend sometimes to become codependent with somebody who, because the King and Queen of Pentacles builds together. They're not known for their autonomy. They're known for their partnership. So if you're single and trying to attract that into your life, then what needs to change is your inner dialogue, this Nine of Swords energy, back to love, back to love, back to love, right? Because the love is what's going to bring you in vibrational alignment with somebody who can give as much as they take. So let's move on to your next card. Oh, we have Surrender. I like this deck. This was donated by Kavita. So it says surrender. I can release my need to control. And a lot of times, if you're being controlling, if you're trying too hard to force somebody to show up in a committed way, that is the runner chaser dynamic, right? It's energy, guys. You think energy, something that pushes. If you push against something, it's going to move. It's going to keep moving away from you. And if you try to grab something and drag it towards you, it is resisting also. There's resistance in that dynamic. So surrender is flow. It's needing to just allow that what is meant for you is going to show up for you, and what is not meant for you will leave your life naturally. Okay? Well, I shouldn't say naturally. Sometimes in a committed relationship, you have to make the action, take the action to end it. But to not be in this energy of self-sabotage. Trust your intuition and it will never lead you astray. Okay. Next, we have wreath, number 43, which breaks down to a 7. So there in the circle of life tends to breathe death, and you do have death here. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. So that's saying the wreath is a circle, right? I do have the book, but I'm not going to read from it because I understand it. If I didn't understand the message, I would read from the book. But a wreath is like a wedding band. It's a complete circle, and it is a cycle. It's the cycle of life, right? Death and rebirth, death and rebirth. When something exits or leaves your life, it's creating space for something new to come in. And you never experience an ending or a death without experiencing a rebirth. And for some of you, what is dying is a belief system that you're not good enough, that you aren't worthy, that you aren't you're not open to receive. And so that card is telling you that when you surrender to the natural process of life, when you let things that are meant to leave or end do that, then you are creating space for change, space for something better to show up for you. And so if you're single, what needs to change is your thought process, your belief system about your value, about who you are and what you're worthy of. If you're not single, if you've got somebody on your mind, then there's a cycle that needs to end between the two of you of this lack mentality. This is telling me that you or your person are going to find common ground with the 6 of materials. And it does look like you're manifesting a more secure, stable future with this person. And for those of you, again, in a marriage that needs to end, just trust that by ending one thing, you are creating space for another. Sorry, my phone keeps shutting off. So your next card is blossoming abundance. And I did pick up for some of you, this may not even have to do with relationships. This could be, if you are single, this could be all about your belief system about who you are and what you're capable of. Because the Queen of Materials is very capable of, because she knows her value, because she knows what she's worth, because she doesn't compromise, because she only aligns herself with people, places, and relationships that treat her fair, just, that is just as generous and giving as she is. So for some of you, this could literally be about your finances, but your finances are a direct link to your belief system about yourself. There are people that live under bridges and eat out of garbage cans because they don't feel they've had some kind of a trauma in their life that has led them to believe that they're not worthy of anything better. And it's when they start changing the inner dialogue, when they start seeing their own value, their own worth, and moving into believing and up-leveling themselves, loving themselves, seeing their value, seeing that they don't want to take shit anymore from anybody. And that, if people don't show up in this Six of Pentacles energy, then it's time to end that, right? You only align with those that you can't manifest what you want. You can only manifest what you are, which you're in alignment with. And so with blossoming abundance, as you heal, as you grow, as you choose yourself, as you put yourself as a priority, as you see your own intrinsic value, your finances change. It's crazy because I've seen it. It happened with me. I mean, I went from serious poverty to what I feel is great abundance. I mean, there's certainly a lot of people that make a lot more money than I do, but my abundance has tripled what it was, and I expect it to triple again and again and again as I heal and as I reinforce because I had a transformation, my new belief system about my own worthiness, as I hold people to a higher standard and hold myself to that higher standard with love and compassion instead of judgment and fear. My whole life changed, literally. I make more money. I have nicer things. I'm living a more abundant life, and I have more abundant friendships and relationships. So blossoming abundance comes with knowing your value. And that's a message for all of you. It doesn't matter which scenario you tap into. So your next card is faith. On the back, it says, there are no obstacles in your way. Follow your heart. The path is safe. The way ahead is clear. Have faith. And it is. I mean, I see it. You're going from sleepless nights, negative thought patterns, self-sabotage, fear, anxiety about not being good enough or being broke or being unchosen, unworthy, unloved, to this beautiful six, this balance of finally receiving what you have been putting out. Because sometimes we put out and put out and put out love, 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 money, money, money. Here, you need the shirt off my back. You need a place to stay. You need a warm meal. And yet, we kept vibrationally attracting people that never was there when we were in need, when we needed a place to sleep or a meal on the table or a shirt on our back. And so if you've been seeing cycles of that in your life where you're always there for everybody else, but nobody ever seemed to be there for you, a lot of times we blame those people. But the truth is we attracted those people through a belief system that we were never going to have that we had to love bomb people and give and give and give just to be recognized, just to even be seen. It's giving for the wrong reasons. It's giving with expectation. It's not giving with surrender. And I do see that changing for you. And Spirit's telling you that blossoming abundance comes when you value yourself and when you have healthy boundaries. You stop giving to the energetic vampires and you start giving to people that are just as generous and in alignment as you are. So there are no obstacles in your way, and there aren't because you're manifesting your divine counterpart and the 10 of Pentacles for some of you. Well, for all of you, it doesn't matter. You might need to get a divorce. You might need to get out of a long-term relationship. But just by telling that person that you're not going to accept anything less than equal reciprocity is also telling the universe energetically that you deserve more, and thereby opening pathways without obstacles to bring those blessings in through faith. All right, let's get up. And wedding. The situation involves marriage. So again, for some of you, you're manifesting your future long-term committed marriage person, right? Your divine counterpart if you're single. For those of you that are in a marriage and you're unhappy, then Spirit's just confirming that this is involving that marriage. And for others of you, it could be your person that's in a long-term committed relationship. I'm hoping that most of you are just manifesting your person, right? The one that you want to spend the rest of your life with. It could be about healing a rift. Maybe you guys have been in separation and you're healing that, and then who knows, maybe for the holidays you will get that wreath, that ring, that wedding ring, right? Somebody might propose to you. All right. Your last card is past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. So again, if you're single and you've been working on yourself, you've been loving yourself, you've been clearing out a cycle, closing out and transforming a cycle in your life of feeling not worthy of love, then you are manifesting your divine counterpart, which is, past life love. It's going to be an intense connection. It's your person. It's your divine counterpart, your exact match, the king and queen of pentacles, followed by the 10 of pentacles, which is long-term commitment. It doesn't have to be marriage, but it's like a soul merge. And so if you're single, you're calling in your person. It's going to be intense. It could possibly turn into, a lifelong committed relationship. And the reason why is because you have surrendered. You've learned to love yourself. You've learned to let go of anxiety, and you're seeing your value. You're healing on a very, very spiritual level and opening up to receive what you truly are worthy of. And for those of you that are in a relationship with somebody, a lot of you are in this, intense connection with somebody, and they could be married or you could be married. And I do see that needs to end, and will end actually, because it's showing up in your reading, thereby creating space for the one, right? For you guys to become the divine counterpart. So I'm going to leave this here. If this is tapping into your energy and you feel like I've nailed what's happening in your life, and you would like to go much deeper, because I'm going to go much deeper over in Patreon. And again, it's the first of the month. It's only $4.44. Then hopefully I'll see you over there. And if this is where we part ways, then know that I love you. Know that you can do this. Know that you're worthy of this. And know that I see it in your cards. Everything is working out to your advantage. You need to love yourself, respect yourself, surrender to the process, allow things that want to leave your life, people, places, situations, friendships, to leave, because what it's creating is a vacuum where abundance can come in, and possibly long-term committed relationship. Okay, and there are no obstacles. Spirit's telling you there are no obstacles. Have faith. All right, so I will see you on the other side. And don't forget the special. If you would like to order your own private reading, treat yourself for the holidays, or buy a reading for a friend as a gift. I do offer gift certificates. So you just tell me who the person is and give me their contact information, and I will send them an email and we will schedule. Okay, so $70, you get a $30 discount. I love you guys, and I will see you on the other side. Namaste. As soon as I find my button. There it is. Bye, guys.